She is a background vocalist for the likes of Koffee, Chronixx, among others. Let's meet singer Zhayna in this week's Up Next segment.
Up Next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
You're the best part.
Zhayna is a girl from Stony Hill, Kingston, Jamaica, and I'm a singer. I do background vocals for Koffee, but now I'm venturing into my solo career. I've always wanted to be a soloist. It's always been my dream ever since I was younger to be a soloist. But of course, you know, when you get opportunities to do other work outside of that, but for me personally, it's good, you know, to build on your experience so that when it is time for me to go out as a soloist, you know, I have enough knowledge and experience. I can't remember ever not singing. So I used to perform like at music festivals, JCDC festivals, in prep school, in high school. I was a part of the choir. I did All Together Sing in high school, coming up. And my very first live performance I remember outside of school was at a place called Jamnesia. Then I started going to Edna Manley, and that's where I gained some more experience in performing and singing. You know, and I was trained as a singer as well. So yeah, then I went on to Ashe, the Ashe company. So I gained even more experience and knowledge about singing and performing and dancing as well, and acting as well.
If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part.
Being a background vocalist, you get to really see things from a different angle. You're not at the forefront, but you learn quietly. So I think that's really my experience. I get to see people do what I want to do, you know? And so I learned from them being a background vocalist. And also I have done a lot of solo stuff myself, even in the midst of all of that. So while I'm learning from them, I'm executing what it is that I'm learning. I went to Our Lady of the Angels prep school. Then after that, I went to Holy Child High School.
Oh, slow down. Just let me love you. Darling, slow down.
I've always wanted to pursue singing as a career. However, you know, parents, they're very, you know, parents can be. And my mother mainly, she always told me that make sure that you have a plan B just in case, you know, anything can happen, you can lose your voice, whatever the case may be. And for me personally, I knew that singing was just always going to be a part of me. I would have to find a way. I would have to just stick with plan A. Plan B was more, it was more for pleasing her, for her sake, you know. But it was really always plan A for me, always plan A. Plan B would still, it would still be related to plan A in some way, like teaching music or something, because my mother is also a teacher.
Walking through this dusty town, covered up, face turned down, hiding in the ground.
Actually, I don't mind being a background vocalist. Like, it's really fun. I still get to experience everything that the artist is experiencing. Maybe not every single thing, but for the most part, definitely the energy from the crowd, trust me, that gets me going, trust me. And there are times when I will go on stage as well, and you know, I will go on stage before the artist enters, and the energy that I get from the crowd, I would think that I'm the artist, honestly, sometimes. So, I mean, it's still a good experience overall. So the name of my single is Runaway. It's a co-production between myself, Chronixx, and Tara Johnson. It's under the Trifactor label. And the inspiration behind Runaway is really about what's been happening around us now. You know, with the whole lockdown situation, everything that's been happening in 2020, you know, basically just being like a pressure on our minds, you know, with police brutality, black suppression, coronavirus, lockdown. It's like all of these different things combined, and sometimes it's really pressuring and you feel like you want to escape, and that's what Runaway is about. It's just about feeling like you want to run away, literally. The struggle is real, like, not even gonna lie, you know. I used to tour a lot, you know, and that's not happening anymore because of course I have to stay home, you know, but of course from time to time I'll get virtual gigs, you know, I'll get sessions and so on and so forth. But the struggle is real, you know, and that's what this song is about, the struggle, what defines me. I am a very spiritual, eccentric, bold, yet humble type of person. And I believe I'm gifted. I believe I have a purpose on this earth. I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest. But I just feel like it has to do with me impacting lives and creating meaningful connections between people.
In my life, cries as I pass by, run away, run away.
In this week's Campari Trends feature, it's all about the hot new Line Timberland boots. Let's check them out.
Campari Trends is brought to you by Campari. Come together. For the first time since 2015, Line by Billionaire Boys Club and iconic brand Timberland team up again to rework the classic Timberland boot, which is inspired by nature and creativity. Line label takes inspiration from Timberland's authentic workwear roots for an all-new design on the world's most renowned boot. Musician Pharrell Williams' appreciation for finding inspiration in every day presented the perfect opportunity to insert his design sensibilities and iconic color pops into this exclusive collection. Each pair of 6-inch premium waterproof boots feature classic wheat nubuck leather uppers, boldly updated rubber toe caps in 5 unique colors to represent the wearer's individuality. The rugged rubber toe design represents Timberland's ultimate expression of work, durability, and utility. Staying true to each brand's dedication to sustainable design and responsibly sourced materials, the boots include Timberland's Rebottle fabric linings and Timber Dry eco-conscious waterproof membranes, both made with at least 50% PET. Exclusive anti-fatigue technology is built into the midsole and uses geometric cone support to provide exceptional standing comfort, shock absorption, and energy return. The 2020 Line and Timberland 6-inch boot is inspired by the workforce and individuals who wear Timberland boots day in and day out. The Line Timberland was released in November and is available at all Billionaire Boys Club global flagship stores in New York City, London, and Tokyo.
After the break, reggae artist Zaga talks about his latest projects. We'll be right back.
Ray and Never, feel we culture, yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it!
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we red, feel we country. We are it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor we are my celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya. Jamaican culture.
Ray and Nephew overproof, and we just a do it for we culture.
Drink responsibly.